What's going on, y'all? Bunnie here and Sandy. First of all, podcast. We have the beautiful Songstress Vina Love in the building. What's up, Vina?
Hey.
Make some noise. Make some noise. You know, it's another Sunday. We kicking it here at DFBK. Shout out to our sponsor.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm excited to have you here. We
Thank
spoke
you. I'm excited
a
to
couple
be
days
here.
ago at Bowling for Peace.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Really briefly. But I'm glad you came through to the show. So, introduce yourself to the people. Tell them where you're from. A little bit what you do.
My name is Vina Love. I'm from Harlem. I'm a singer.
Harlem.
Harlem. I'm a singer, songwriter, dancer, choreographer. I direct, I edit, I do it all.
Ooh, a Jackie of all trades. I ain't know you do it all.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's important, you know, for a woman upcoming in this industry to have her hands
Right.
in a little bit of everything. So how did you start to be so hands-on with your career? Because I know that you know, have influential parents that could have put the stamp on it. What made you so independent?
Definitely financially is difficult as an upcoming artist. You're not under a label, so you got to pay people to edit your videos. You got to pay a director. You got to pay people to make your flyers and all that other craziness. And it's like, why pay somebody when I could do it myself?
Okay.
So I taught myself how to do stuff, and then my first video, Air, that I put out, me and my mom directed it together, and then I edited with my videographer, and we just made it happen.
Can you tell us about the visual concept of Air? Because I just love it with the glow in the dark and
Thank
everything.
you.
What was your concept behind that?
I originally wanted to do like a roller skating theme because that was like the vibe it gave me. But my mom was like, no, you got to go the other route. Like, you got to make it crazy. When people see it, they lose it. I'm like, all right, so what you thinking? So she was like, let's do like lasers, aphrodisiac kind of thing. I'm like, okay. So the lasers ended up being very, very expensive. So she was like, listen, I'm about to go buy some bodysuits, some glow-in-the-dark paint, and let's just paint the bodysuits and see what it looks like. I'm like, okay. So with that, it has to be like black lights, like these little. So at the time, like, I mean, well, they still are very expensive, but we got like this little, like really small handheld one. So when we were painting, we're like painting like this with a little light holding it. Everything in the house is dark because you can't see with the lights on. So it was a hot mess. I got
How
sick.
Nice.
Do it yourself.
Yeah.
How long did it take you guys to like make the costumes?
Nearly a month. Like near. I mean, well, we weren't gonna do that song.
Right.
We decided like last minute, like, okay, we're gonna do this song, we're gonna do this video. So within like 3 weeks, we like got everything together and just tried to make it happen so that I could drop like before my birthday, which was like October 7th. We started like mid-September. It was crazy.
But you got it all together. You made it work. You know, we jumped right into your new stuff. Tell me about Vina Love up and coming. Tell me who were some like your influences that you listened to coming up?
I listen to everybody. Well, not everybody. Like older, like, you know, like Etta James, Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye.
Wow, Etta
like,
James.
Yeah, like way back. I mean, my grandmother and my mom raised me, so, you know, being in a house with two women. So my biggest inspiration of all, though, was like Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, the whole like Diddy era, Bad Boy era.
Well, I hear it a lot in your music. You have like a kind of like older soul, kind of, or older tone in your voice. Not older, I would say more mature. You know, we don't use the word old. But also coming up in the industry, you know, for those of you who don't know, Kid Capri is her father. You know what I'm saying? Legendary hip hop icon. You know what I mean? How was that coming up? Now, I asked you before, I'm like, is there a little bit of pressure because, you know, your dad's legendary, and you told me that, you know, it's pressure for you to go harder.
Yeah.
Let's go into that a little bit.
I mean, growing up, my dad was always working. Like, he was always on tour. I lived really a normal life. Like, I went to public school. Like, you know, I grew up in the hood. Like, I had a real normal life. And I mean, I'm assuming that's what my parents wanted, because they always had a good relationship. Like, he always made sure he checked in, whatever. So it was never like pressure, like, oh my gosh, she's Kid Capri's daughter, she has to be great. Like, but it was like when I decided to do music, it was like, okay, so if you decide to do this, you better be lit. Like, you can't, like, you can't be trash. Like, you gotta. So it's like people give me a harder time because I'm a celebrity's child, and most of the time, like, celebrity kids be garbage. Like, let's be honest. So to see that when people do meet me and they do see that I really am making good music, I can sing live, I can do all of these things, I get a little bit more respect, but it's definitely harder.
So at what age did you say, or did your family notice that you could sing and perform?
Around the time Cheetah Girls came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cheetah Girls,
Exactly.
Raven and all of them. Yeah.
Because I started singing, it was a song called Cinderella. And like from then,
Throwback.
that song and Dilemma with Nelly and those two songs.
Right.
The melodies just got in your spirit, huh?
And then my grandmother, she used to make us perform in the house singing Wade in the Water and stuff. So it was like, it was already in me. Like it was there.
How about being a female coming up in the industry right now? What are some challenges that you face like so far coming into the industry?
Definitely not being taken seriously.
Okay.
Like I would open up for people and I'd be like the second person on the show and my set be crazy. Like I have dancers, we be dressed up, we got it all, we got a mix. Yeah, like we got this whole big thing going and it's like, well, why are you the second act? Why are you not later in the show when there's more people? And so now we get to the point where like, you know, we're getting that respect and I'm getting that respect. So when I walk in the room, people know my face just off of, you know, how I interact with people and just like, you know, it's hard being a woman because most of the industry is men and they don't, I'm not gonna say all, but most don't really think that a woman could do a man's job. But in all reality, I feel like I've been doing a lot better than a lot of men.
Okay, want to come up.
A lot of men. So, but you know, it's difficult. But if you're strong enough and you got the right people around you, the right team around you, and my mom is a manager, so her being a strong woman herself, just you know, pushes the envelope for me a little bit more, and just you know, just keeping the right people around you.
Which goes into my next question. I see you have your mom, you have, is this your cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah. How close, I mean, I don't want to say how close you is family for you, but how far into the business? Like, are you always going to keep your family around? Because, you know,
always.
When people get into the business, they start getting a whole bunch of extra people. Are you going to keep it, like, family-orientated?
I mean, when I started off, I started with some of my family, but there were other people that I didn't really know well that I, like, you know, paid to do a job or whatever, and things didn't work out. But since I've been working with my family, I don't have no issues. They understand me. I understand them. We family, but this is my business. If you're not going to take care of my business, we still family, but you got to hit the road. Like, but for the most part, we all understand each other. My brother's my choreographer, my creative director. My dancers are most of my cousins. My assistant is my cousin. My mom's my manager. My photographer is my uncle. So it's like we make it happen.
So you've been like on this crazy media tour. You're like, you know, you were made Funk Master Flex list. How did that feel when you saw that?
First
that was crazy.
I was just told like the day before, me and my assistant, or probably 2 days before, I was like, yo, do women, like not women, but do singers get on?
Not usually.
Yeah. I'm like, do
usually.
singers get on Funk Flex playlist? And she was like, nah, I don't think so. I've never seen it before. I'm like, whatever. 2 days later, I'm like, whoa. Hold up. Like, how did this just happen? Like, so I wrote Flex. I'm like, you dead ass? He's like, yeah. I'm like, nah, this is crazy. I can't believe this. I was super hyped. It was ridiculous.
So how's it for you now that you hear your song like being played everywhere? Like, you know, you're like, that's me, you know, right?
Yeah, it's different. I remember the first, like, you know, it was already on the radio and people were like sending me videos, but I was in an Uber and the song came on and the cab driver is talking to me like, oh, yeah, you need a charger, whatever. I'm like, wait, turn it up. I'm like, that's me. I start crying. I call my mom, like, Mom, we're on the radio in the Uber.
Yes.
She's like, oh my God, record it. It was crazy.
So how did Snoop get on your song? Like, how did that come about?
So I went to DJ Khaled's birthday party like last December, and I ended up performing with my dad. He was DJing the party, and then he brought me on. I performed, and Snoop was there. And when I first heard it, I was like, listen, if I put anybody on the song, Snoop. Like,
it sounds like
him,
right?
I was like, if it's anybody, it got to be Snoop. Like, I can't see nobody else doing it. So when I met him at the party, I'm like, damn, yo, like. So Andre Harrell had heard the song, and he brought it to his attention, like, yo, she got this song. I need you to hear it, whatever. So, I mean, of course, I'm not thinking it's really going to happen. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's dope. He likes the song. He heard it. Like, Christmas came. That was, like, December 3rd. Christmas came, and my dad was like, listen, I got a gift for you. I'm like, what?
What a gift.
What a gift.
I'm like,
that's
what?
A great dad.
See, my dad he's a jokester, though. Like, he does funny stuff. So I'm thinking he, like, pranking me or he doing something, like, you know? So I'm like, what are you about to do? So he takes the computer out and he plays a song. I'm like, I'm still not thinking like Snoop. But then, like, as I got a little bit further in, I'm like, nah, I just started crying. I started crying. I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, no, you didn't. You didn't do that. He's like, just listen. It came on. I'm like, nah. I probably cried like 6 times. And
that's
just
sweet.
listening to it.
Shout out to Kid Capri.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was cool.
That's really dope. So collaborations. Top 3 collaborations in your head. Who's up next?
Drake.
Which list?
Drake. Damn.
I definitely see you doing something with Mary.
What?
Yeah,
I would love
definitely
that.
see you doing something with Mary.
Drake, Davies, Migos. Yeah. Cardi. I would. That's not 3, but Cardi.
Okay. Thanks, Al, for putting that into the atmosphere. You know, into existence. You know?
So what is next for you? So Air is out, the video's out. What's your next single? What's your next project? Like, what's up?
I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I'm putting out a new song. It's a party vibe. It has that, how you say, that house vibe, like house music. Like it's fun. It's up tempo. Yeah, you can hear it at H&M or you can hear it at the club. Like it's an in between song. The video is gonna be crazy. I can't wait. That's like my specialty point, like videos. Like I'm real good at that. So I'm excited. I can't wait.
Well, earlier when we were watching the video, Air, how you said you could perform it at Coachella, I definitely could see that. It's
What?
just that dramatic, thematic. And where do you get your thematic from? I remember you said you went to performing arts school, right?
Yeah.
So is that like
Yep.
one
I
of your
went to
influences?
Performing Arts High School. I went to Manhattan Theater Lab inside of King campus. I don't know if you know. And then after that, when I went to college, I went to Performing Arts Conservatory, which is like very musical theater, stage design, all that crazy stuff.
So you could see it. I see that in the video. Yeah. That's dope. So can you tell everybody where they can find you?
You can find me on Instagram, VINA_LOVE, Twitter, Vina Love _. I don't really use Facebook like that. And go to YouTube, type in Vina Love, or you can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all major media outlets, Vina Love.
Make sure you get that song Air, guys. It's amazing.
First of all, download it, all right?
Yes.
download it.
And if you want the remix with Ted Smooth, my dad, and Snoop Dogg, it's on SoundCloud called Air, Ted Smooth Remix.
All right. And first of all, podcast, we would like to thank you. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
And our member that's not here, Ari, too, as well, for coming through. And we got more coming up next.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Sandy Kane, and we are here on First of All, and we're doing our First of All Rapid Fire with Miss Vina Love.
Hey.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, time. Hip hop or R&B?
Ooh, hip hop.
Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Movies or concert?
Movies.
Brooklyn or Harlem?
Love.
All right, red or blonde hair?
Red.
Okay. Barbecue or cookout?
Cookout.
Okay. Pink or red lips?
Pink. Red.
All right, okay, all right. Sweats or tracksuits?
Sweats.
Okay. Dressy or dress down?
Dress down.
Rice or pasta?
Pasta.
Maxi dress or bodycon dress?
Bodycon.
Ooh. Wine or Henny?
Henny! What?
Basketball or football?
Basketball.
Avengers or Black Panther?
Black Panther.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Okay. Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Knicks or Nets?
Knicks.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Ice skating or roller skating?
Roller skating.
Instagram or Snap?